Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. We are at one of the most famous venues in all of golf. It is the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. You know it well, the famous Island 17th. Rich Slurter alongside Frank Nobilo, and it has really grown in stature through the years, hasn't it, Frank?
It has. I think people have got to know the venue, the various holes, and actually on that subject, 17, which you've already just referenced. Remember, this is the one hole on this golf course that was designed by not Pete, but his wife Alice. They'd designed 17 holes, but they needed one more, and they tried to fit one in between 16 and 18. And Pete Dye, when he was talking to his wife, said, "I'm stuck." And his wife said, "Why not just put one out there, a little island green?" Pete Dye said it would never work. Wow. In this situation, Alice was right.
Alice, a great player in her own right, an amateur champion. This is the home not only to the Players' Championship, but also headquarters to the PGA Tour. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker. Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Frank, the good players certainly aren't panicked when they're in a fairway bunker, are they?
Just make sure your feet stay nice and firm in the sand there. There's a tendency to move your feet around a little bit.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Frank, the approach shot here at the par 4 first. What's the right way to attack?
The much easier flag is down that right side because you can run that ball with the slope to that low side. Tough flag on the left.
Miss-hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Nice putt. Count it. It's a par putt for Patrick Rodgers. This one measures out to 15 feet. He needs this for par. Did the job right there. Nudge this one home, finish it up. +1 in the early going. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
That one is in the bunker. He'll need to be strong with this. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Frank, it rolled out of the short grass and into the white sand, so this is third shot.
Yeah, a lot of the professionals would rather be in the sand than the thick rough. You can control the spin much better out of fairway bunker than you can the rough.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
One of the game's talented young players, Patrick Rodgers, ready for his approach. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Third shot for Jordan Spieth. Headed to the right, just a tat. Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Ooh, that hurts. You couldn't ask for much more than that. except to make it. Brandt Snedeker for par. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there.
21 feet from pay dirt. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. And so just getting started, even par so far. Clean this up with a tap. So a drop shot right there, and now at 1 over par for the day. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
And so the approach shot finishes up some 25 feet from the hole.
Yeah, not his best, but certainly not his worst. Even par currently.
It's a good looking putt right here. You might like it. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt. One of the game's better putters, Brandt Snedeker, is set. This one just requires a little bit of focus. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Second shot now on the way for Brandt Snedeker. Good looking shot right here. He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Frank, this approach shot here at the fourth is not a long one, but it could end up disastrous.
It can. You have to be very aware of where these mounds are on this green.
That one is well off target. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
What a beautiful roll right there. Dead center. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. There you have it. Well done. Great putt. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. -1 for the day. Now to the fifth. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
If you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. This is the second shot at the par 4. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
Should be safely on deck.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
Spieth over a par putt. Solid par to remain 1 under. Just a couple of feet. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Settles in over the putt. One under on the day. Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot. Heading through that chute to the fairway starts to open up, and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
Frank, it's a nice walk to make down the fairway when you can see your golf ball right there in the middle.
Rich, there's an old saying, fairway first. And there's another example. Hit it in the fairway, and the game becomes very straightforward.
Just a beautiful tee shot.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. This shot, 170 yards. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Frank, how do you size up the approach shot now at the 6th?
Ideally, you want to have a good yardage in here. Something where you can hit a nice, high, lofted short iron to make sure that you don't mess with those palm trees.
Birdie try up next. Second shot now for Patrick Rodgers. Headed to the right, just a tad. Frank, a little chip shot here from the fringe. Now, a lot of options. I've seen some players hit 6-iron, others will shut down like a sand wedge.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. Some people just try and perfect like one club, but really the best chippers chip with a variety of clubs.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Getting set now over the putt. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Stays at 1 under with that par. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Clean this up with a tap. Drops it, and he's at even par. 7th hole here at Sawgrass, Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Frank, you've been there. What's the best way to approach this next shot at the 7th hole?
There's a lot of mounding on this 7th green, to the right and the left. You can use those mounds to kick the ball to the flag.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. 3rd shot, looking for a good one. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Could it be? Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Just a sensational putt. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Wow, what a shot. Doesn't even need the putter.
For Snedeker, this is for par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round.
Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Ball rolls up, not his best effort, but it certainly won't be a round wrecker.
No, 30 feet. On the PGA Tour, the statistics of making one from 30 feet nearly the same as 3 putting.
Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Step this one off at 30 feet.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it.
Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Has his par. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, with a chance 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Wrong way pattern all day long. And this is just brutal. That one is in the bunker. Now the third shot for Snedeker. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
So, Frank, out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. Well, by getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
Frank, this is all about plotting your way around. Now the third shot at the 9th.
Yeah, there's a reward for a precise short iron shot in here. If the pin's on the right or the left, precision pays off. Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Well, the best in the game don't do it any better. McIlroy, Fowler, Duffner, they'd be impressed by that bunker shot. This will be the 4th shot now coming out of the bunker. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Brandt for his par. He'll take par and move on. He has this attempt for par. Just a little tap in here. That's 1 under on the day. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Wow, way to the right here.
And there's rough over there. Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot.
Good looking shot right here.
Early part of his back nine and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
And with that, 1 under par.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now.
Just a couple of feet. That is a solid par putt. Let's go to the 11th now. It's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach. game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Second shot. Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Brand Snedeker ready for the approach. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Third shot for Jordan Spieth. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the whole location from here. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
This for Jordan Spieth's birdie.
Good score going. Now at 2 under par.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
And he has it for birdie.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Nice par to remain 1 under. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
Yeah, good old links, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. It's no snack, though.
Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Continues to putt beautifully.
This a par bid for Jordan Spieth.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par.
For the par.
Did the job right there. One of the great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par threes, different yardages. Here at the 13th, 181-yard par three.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
On the green, and a chance for birdie.
Normally you'd say that's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
He's 11 feet away. So with that, the score is now at even par. Locked in on the read and the speed. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Putt for par. He needs one. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Fourteenth hole, 481-yard par 4, ranking second in difficulty, Frank.
Yeah, this one always gets overlooked, Rich. You've only got to flick the drive a little left, and all of a sudden your round just gets completely wrecked. Ask Vijay Singh. It cost him a Players' Championship. Many a player there has dealt with that left side. You will pay the price.
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Headed for the bunker? Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Second from an excellent lie. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker.
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
On the way. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Patrick Rodgers has this for par.
Even par currently.
Putt drops, now at 1 over par.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Back to the TPC Sawgrass, the 15th hole. It's a par 4 as we make our way to this finishing stretch. And Frank, what's in store for the players here?
Another one of those par 4s around 450 yards. Ideally hit it tee shot down the right side, keeping it away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker.
Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder, hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Up to the 15th green, but looking at a tough putt, considerably long, over 25 feet away. Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here.
Should be safely on deck.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
This is a par putt for Patrick Rodgers. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Just a couple of feet. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. He'll need to be strong with this.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there.
Now the second shot to the par 5.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Third shot for Jordan Spieth. Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. It's hole's not over.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Might be. Could be. Oh, dude, that. What a putt.
This is an awkward length.
Continues to putt beautifully. And getting ready for the putt. And with that, 1 under par. Now to maybe the most famous hole in the whole sport. It's the 17th here at the stadium course, the TPC Sawgrass. Frank, if you look at it on the card, it seems so simple. It's just 137 yards. For the best in the world, it's a pitching wedge, maybe a 9-iron. And yet every year, we see nightmares galore.
And that's where you have to remind yourself what can and what does happen here. I normally cut the green in half here. It's 26 yards deep. So if you just take 13 yards off the yardage, you have 124 yards to the middle of the green. That has to be your target. This is no time to be a hero. You can still have a putt for birdie.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
This is one of the game's most talented young players, Patrick Rodgers, now for birdie. Drops the putt to go to 2 under. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Frank, you think about the great putters of all time. I think the one name that generally jumps up with golf aficionados is Ben Crenshaw. And he learned to play and to putt from his beloved longtime instructor, Harvey Penick, who taught Ben and Tom Kite and some others to play from, as he said it, from the cup backwards. And everybody loves power. We all like to drive it a long ways. But Harvey stressed the importance of the little shots, and obviously it paid off with Ben Crenshaw.
Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more. This has to go in the hazard.
It needs to get up or it's... Frank, we've all been there. You hit one in the water, you're down. How do you regroup?
You've got to start from scratch again. Everybody's going to hit bad shots. That's just the nature of the game. But compounding mistakes, that's the problem that you want to avoid.
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. And setting up here in the rough. That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. He did the right thing there, Frank. Now he just needs one final good swing here, the approach shot to the last.
That green's starting to look a little smaller than what it did earlier in the day.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
So, Frank, on this approach shot, really all you can do is try to salvage a bogey.
Yeah, just too many mistakes in the compiling. So if you can get out here with a bogey, in some respects, that's a result.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Frank, he might like this one. He might like... Oh, he's got... Headed for home and in. What a tremendous putt.
This is a cross-country special.
Getting set now over the putt. So with that make, now at 7 under par. For Snedeker, this is for par. Still even par for the day.
And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long.